Good morning. So the matriarch here. I just wanted to share some thoughts on the affirmation card that I pulled today. So again, I know when I share these affirmation cards, they come from an affirmation deck from Louise Hay. So the card that I pulled today was, I attract prosperity with ease. I constantly receive incredible gifts from life. And then on the back it says, I say yes to opportunity and abundance. And I started this card pull with the intention that I think that every day we wake up and a lot of times, like, we're on autopilot, there are neural pathways that are in our brain that are, they run on autopilot, and it serves us to a large extent. There's a reason for that, because if we had to think about every single thing that we did, like getting in the car and, like reach out arm, put like close grip on door handle, closed door, like if we had to think about every single little teeny tiny thing that we did, we would be exhausted. So it serves us that a lot of the things that we do, most of the things that we do are on autopilot. And like I said, it serves us most of the time, or lots of the times, but not all of the time. A lot of the times, in the cases that it's not serving us maybe are, I know for me, one of the things is, I remember one time when I was, going through the Tim Hortons drive-thru every morning, and I was trying to stop doing that. And, all of a sudden I would find myself in the Tim Hortons drive-thru, and I didn't even have money for a coffee, because I was just so used to going there every day. I didn't even think about it. I just all of a sudden ended up there. That happens really, like, I think, like, most of the time for so many of us, unless we start breaking up our days by intentional thoughts, intentional ideas. So that's why I started doing the card pulls for me. I mean, really, that I think is the purpose of them, is really to break up that autopilot and have intention. So today, I attract prosperity with ease. I constantly receive incredible gifts from life. I say yes to opportunity and abundance. So we are constantly in a state of manifesting. What are we manifesting? Well, it really depends on, what thoughts are continually going on in our brains. A lot of times we are manifesting by default. So, whatever shows up, we think just happens to show up. But really, it's showing up because of our thoughts and what we continually think. So, I know the other day, I'm just like, total truth bomb. The other day I was found myself getting annoyed in the morning, people cutting me off, just stupid stuff like that. And in my head, and I don't hate people, but in my head I was like, oh, I hate people. And then as soon as I said it in my head, I caught myself and I thought, oh shoot, like, it's the concept of like, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Are all these stupid people showing up to cut me off and this and that because the world is happening outside of me without any control from me? Or am I bringing these people into my awareness, So it was at that point that I really had to take accountability for my thoughts and what was showing up. And in that moment, even if I don't love people, I had to be like, I love people. Everybody's amazing, even though some days I don't feel like that. So, it's just about changing those patterns. So anyways, with this card, I know that, sometimes we struggle, and for sure, that's the reality of what's showing up. But, we need to change that reality. We need to interrupt those patterns of thinking, those ways of thinking. We need to interrupt those runaway trains. So I challenge you today to, write this somewhere, and just for one day, try to interrupt those thoughts with these thoughts. I attract prosperity with ease. I constantly receive incredible gifts from life. I say yes to opportunity and abundance. So do you? And the other thing is I remember another point, there's lots of these, but another time I recognized the thoughts showing up or manifesting themselves in, every day I meet another amazing human. And I remember, I say it all the time, every day. And then I thought, oh shoot, are all these amazing humans just randomly showing up in my experience every day? Or am I making them show up in my experience because every day they show up and I continue to affirm it? I mean, I think it's really, at the end of the day, it's a combination of both. But the fact that things show up and then we affirm, and then they show up and we affirm more, and they show up and we affirm more. So do we want those thoughts? Like, do we want to be affirming what we don't want to show up, or do we want to be affirming what we do want to show up? So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this little chat. I hope you have a beautiful day. Interrupt those thoughts, change them. Just challenge yourself for today. And yeah, have a beautiful one.